Hello and welcome to my channel Be Mindful. You may have heard of the word mindfulness, and although it has actually been around for thousands of years, it has become more popular in recent years. Personally, I practice mindfulness daily and I have found several different ways to incorporate it into my life. I would like to share with you 3 simple steps that I have found really useful to help you on your own journey to becoming more mindful. Mindfulness allows you to be so much more appreciative and grateful for the life that you're given, and allows you to look at life with a positive mentality. Mindfulness is a practice, and with that said, you get out of it what you put in. However, remember that every step I mentioned today may not work for you, or you may find one harder than the other. This is because we all respond differently, and some better than others, but please be open-minded and give each step a go to find out what works best for you. You can definitely become more mindful if you are prepared to work at it and continue to practice. So let's jump straight in and get started. To explain and define, mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we are doing. As mentioned in my previous video, What is Mindfulness?, I touch on the fact that as simple as this sounds, it is surprising that most of us live our lives on autopilot and we are not really paying proper attention to what is going on in any given moment. To give you a better understanding of what this means, here is an example. You are in the car driving down the road and somebody cuts you up. Ask yourself now, how would you normally react? I think for most of us, we would become reactive and become really annoyed really quickly. You have angry thoughts because of what's just happened, and then you act on those angry thoughts so that you yourself actually become angry. Your body starts to tense up, your face or ears might start to go red, and in the finish you are feeling hot and bothered, very angry and very frustrated. With just a little bit of mindfulness, in the same situation you can observe what happens and you don't automatically act on it. With practice, you can learn the ability to switch off your autopilot, and you can choose how you want to respond in a situation rather than your thoughts doing this for you. This way of thinking can lead to a much more stress-free life, as you don't stress or worry so much about situations that are out of your control. So how can we change our immediate reaction and train our brain to respond better to our thoughts? I've broken this down into 3 simple steps. Learn to observe, learn to connect, and learn mindful meditation. So let's explore these steps in more detail. Learn to observe where you are. And what I mean by that is, how many times have you met up with friends for dinner, but your mind was racing all over the place? After dinner, your friends mentioned something significant in the restaurant that you didn't notice. Think about that. How is it possible that you've been sitting in a restaurant for 2 hours and you didn't notice? This is because of the reactive autopilot, overthinking mind. Although you are present in the restaurant, your mind is not. Your mind is too busy thinking about what you need to do when you get home, what you have on the agenda at work tomorrow, or maybe even what other plans you have later on in the week with friends. This way of thinking means you are missing out on a lot of life that is happening right in front of you. So the first task to becoming more mindful is learning how to observe it. The next time you are out for dinner, be mindful. Eat your meal mindfully. Really taste the food that you've ordered. Look around the restaurant and just take it all in. What do you like about it? And what do you dislike? Just notice without judgment. Does the food in here actually smell nice? This may all seem very insignificant, but heightening your awareness and learning to observe is really a great place to start when learning how to become more mindful. Step 2. Learn how to connect. Learning how to connect with yourself is a big part of mindfulness. Becoming more aware and observing how you connect with several different aspects of your life. Right now, I want you to observe how you're interacting with the environment that you're in. Don't criticize if you don't like it. Just observe it. Observe how you are sitting right now. How are you breathing right now? How do you actually feel right now? Learn to connect with yourself and check in with yourself from time to time. Over time you will observe more consistently. How am I being in this relationship right now with this person? How am I speaking to them? How do I probably sound to them? Observing yourself in situations starts bringing a more mindful mentality. Self-awareness also allows us, over the long term, to become more mindful. And finally, step 3. Learn mindfulness-based meditation. So many people have never tried meditation, and others have beliefs that it is religious and think that the only people who meditate are monks. That is pretty crazy to think, right? Anyone can meditate, no matter what, and you certainly don't need to be a monk or religious to do so. Meditation is personally my favourite. Over recent years I've grown so much as a person thanks to the benefits of meditation. Even after a short practice, it can immediately lower your stress levels, help you manage your anxiety, it can teach you to be kind to yourself and to others. It will help you gain self-control in your life and will also allow you to start thinking with a more positive attitude or approach. In today's society, finding time for yourself is more important than ever, and even if you can only start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day, it won't take very long before you can start to see the benefits in yourself. I really hope that you found today's video useful. I want to raise awareness of mindfulness as much as possible. Discovering mindfulness helped me through a very difficult time in my life, and I've used it as a coping mechanism. This is the reason why I want to raise awareness so it can help other people in the same way that it helped me. If you do like my video, please be sure to like and subscribe so I can continue to make content like this. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for listening.